You know, one of the things I like most about the Guild
What?
is the amazing people that we meet.
I know,
and this is one of my favourites.
This is one of my favourites too.
Let's go.
Okay. Hey, look at this doorbell. Let me hold it.
Don't you think that's enough?
Well, no one's answered the door yet.
Oh my God. Don't break my bell.
Oh, I'll try not to.
You can ring my
Bell. Hi, Mike.
Hey! Surprise!
How are you doing?
What are you doing here?
Well,
I'm great.
We
That
were just passing.
We were really good, yeah. We were passing.
Check out your sewing room.
Come
Is
in.
that okay? Now,
Yes.
do you know, I can come in,
Yes.
Oh, this is the coolest place. Now, I have to ask, you okay for us to do this? Come and have a look at the sewing room, knowing that we might be on Facebook, YouTube. You might be absolutely an international star by the time this is finished. Holy dooly.
I'm ready.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's go. Hey, so when did you actually start when did you start sewing? Because a lot of blokes don't sew, do they?
No.
No?
I was thinking about it when I joined the guild, and I actually started my first sewing experience when I was 11
Okay.
in
Yep.
5th grade.
Right.
And our teacher, as a class project for American History Week,
Yep.
she set up a big floor quilting frame.
Oh, cool.
And we sat there
And
I
quilted it.
remember
Oh,
hand
how
quilting
amazing.
on this quilt that
Yeah.
she made the
Wouldn't that be
top.
wonderful?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's sort of
So-
like the
It's a big
bucket
part of
list of
American
experience,
history,
isn't it?
Huge.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was the first time.
Okay.
But then I would go home and visit my younger sister Beth,
Yep.
and she's the big quilter in the
Oh,
family.
okay. Yep. Yep.
And we'd sit at her sewing machine and play with fabric, and she'd
Yep.
show me all kinds
Yep.
of things,
Yep.
and then say, well, there's all my stash,
Yep.
just have
Yep.
fun, go through it, take
Yep.
what you want. So I'd bring fabric home, I'd buy books, all
Yep.
kinds of things.
Yep.
Didn't have a sewing machine.
Yep.
So it took me 2 trips home and back
Yep.
before
Got a
all
machine.
my friends got together and bought me a sewing
This
machine.
bloke needs a machine.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm standing in the sewing room, Mish.
This is my sewing space, the
Yep.
lounge room. We don't have much room
Great
here,
spot.
but it's
It's
quite
great.
good. And I've got a couple big trestle tables. And
Yep. Yep.
So
While I'm here, you've got storage. So where do you store your gear?
do I have storage?
You do.
Oh, look at those drawers. I didn't
Yeah.
see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So fabric in the black storage IKEA containers behind the loom pieces and the trestle
So
table.
you're also a weaver.
I have done weaving in
Yeah.
the past. I love textiles and
Yep.
things you can touch.
Yep.
So we
Yep.
went through a huge macrame phase.
Yep.
The loom itself is like 2.5, 3
that's
feet
enormous,
wide
isn't it?
when
Yeah.
you get it all set up.
Yep.
So it's just too big.
So one of our questions that we like to ask people is, do they have other interests? But I guess what you're telling me, you're a tapestry and weaver. And I know you're also into a lot of healthy Reiki and breath work, and that's actually
Yes.
part of your business, isn't
Yes,
it?
it is. So I use the second bedroom, which is right there,
Yeah.
for my workroom for all of that. Reiki and massage and breathwork
cool.
therapy.
Cool.
Yeah.
So back to our sewing. This is fabric that I've seen before, only because I had the pleasure of helping you look at it. And this is a quilt you're making for your sister?
This is a quilt for my sister Ruth in Seattle.
Aren't these fabrics amazing? I just
Yeah.
love them.
Aren't they gorgeous? I bought every color in the range.
Just like every other
No,
quilter,
you had
yep.
to.
Yep.
Just amazing. So it's this started out as a quilt. She lives in Seattle, Washington, so she really is into the Pacific Northwest Indians and that culture.
Yep.
So it started out as a basic quilt with these iron-on appliques that I bought. Originally, I had bought patterns when I went home, and then discovered about a year ago that the woman who makes the patterns now does them as pre-cut and iron-on.
That would be a blessing, wouldn't it?
Oh my God. It's going to save my life.
Yes.
Especially cutting out all the little bits and pieces.
Yep.
The interesting thing now with this, you can see the different ones, and it was just going to be basically salmon swimming across the top and the bottom. I have two very long totem poles for the sides, and then there's
That's going to be so interesting.
raven and salmon, which is quite a large medallion, which will be in the middle of the quilt. But my challenge with this one now is I bought all of these things about a year and a half ago to start to work on this quilt, and probably about 4 months ago my sister let the family know that she's got cancer again, but she has a couple spots now and she's going blind at the same time.
Oh dear.
So this quilt, I've shown her the fabric. It wasn't going to be a surprise, but I've shown her the fabric while she still has a little bit of vision, and I've shown her what I'm going to do. But now it has to become very tactile.
Okay.
As opposed to just applique on the top of the quilt. So I'm now rethinking everything and how I can get, you know, even the really small parts, whether I do it with couching or 2 layers of batting. I'm not really sure yet. And I've bought
lots of threads.
30 weight and 12 weight threads. So at least she may not be able to see it,
But there'll be that
she'll be
texture
able
of
to
feeling it.
feel
Yeah.
And a number of people have said to do it as a quilt as you go quilt.
Okay.
So that it's going to be easier for me to do all of the outline and bits, each section. But then also, which I hadn't thought of, when you put your sashings in it to put it together, she'll be able to feel where things stop and start that way.
This would be lovely if we could go on this journey with you as you're making it. We might touch base with you again and see what's happening.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
and I'm open to help and suggestions.
Okay, so if anyone's got an idea about tactile quilts, come along.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
So looking at this, I'd say you like the machine more than handwork.
The only handwork I do is when I have to put a binding on something.
Okay,
And I sit there and I
I'm a
swear
bit with
through
you.
it.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
Oh, it's sort of torturous.
Yep. And I can tell from here that I can see your machine. So you sew out here?
Yes.
Beautiful space to
Yeah.
sew. Can
It
we
is.
go out there
It's
and have a
great.
look?
Yeah.
Cheers. Oh, gotta love a raggy quilt, don't you? Aren't they the best?
I've probably made about
Oh,
12,
the colours are just
Yeah, aren't they
Yeah.
gorgeous?
12 or 13 of those. They make wonderful
James.
gifts for friends.
Have a look at this.
And did
He
you do
may
that?
not be
Yes.
a master quilter, but my goodness, look at that.
Certainly in textile art.
Isn't it beautiful? That is so good, Michael. Anyway, I haven't been asking the questions I have to ask everyone.
Sewing over here.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, are you in a group?
I'm in 2 groups.
Okay.
This this is the Saturday for my Wabi Sabi sewing circle.
So tell us about Wabi Sabi, because Jane got
What
very
does
confused.
Yes.
Yeah, she bought chopsticks.
Okay.
Not sure what she's going to do with them.
Wabi Sabi loosely translates as wabi is things in your house that you love to touch.
Yep.
Like stone and wood and
Yep.
ceramics and things that bring you joy,
Yep.
that type of thing.
Yep.
Sabi in Japanese translates basically as there's always a little mistake in everything.
Well,
They
that
don't
sounds like
believe
me
in
and my work.
perfect quilts
Yep.
and perfect
Yep.
work. So that's us. We are
Oh, we'd fit
Yeah.
into that.
Yeah, we'd be great at Wabi Sabi.
exactly.
Okay, so you've got a Wabi Sabi group, and people come here and just chill out and have a sew.
They do. This is
Great.
one of our Wabi Sabi days. Everybody so far has been busy,
Yep.
but some people may rock up.
Yep.
They just come and go.
We're happy
through
to
the
wait and
afternoon.
see if someone rocks up.
Yeah.
And you have another group of friends you sew with.
And then on Monday night, I sew with another group of women.
Yep.
And we go to each house, each different
Oh,
different
nice.
house each
Yeah.
Monday night.
And
So that's good too.
I know that you and I both enjoy the modern group. That's presented a few challenges along the way, hasn't it?
Oh, my brain loves it.
Loves
and
modern.
my brain also fears it.
Yes, it's a lot of fun.
It is. This is with
Yeah.
the challenge that we
Yeah.
just did. I'm now redoing it to match the fabric that you have.
The fabric that I was
You and-
given.
yes.
Yeah, because I
So-
complained
Did
about it.
everyone get that fabric?
No.
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 Oh, you're sharing it.
No, what happened was we had an amazing colour talk at Modern by Suzanne Gummo,
Yes.
and she said all colours are wonderful. I said yes, except brown, and she said brown's great, and I said no, it's not, and she said yes, it is, and Pip said, haha, remember that I'm picking the fabric for you for the next challenge, and I've picked this. And he laughed really loud, and I said, well, that's not so funny because I found a piece for you too. So now we're both
challenge
used.
is on.
Yeah,
The
it's
challenge
game
is
on.
Yes.
So, sewing on a brand new Janome 7 is
I know.
very large.
My new baby.
Baby?
I just love it. Mm-hmm. Just amazing. It'll take me this whole lifetime to figure it out.
Oh,
It
that's
does
okay.
So much
Oh, it's
stuff.
like a little computer screen as well.
It is.
Yep.
You can plug in your USB things and download bits.
No
and
excuses
All
now.
kinds of things. It's amazing.
So, machine guy, do you have many UFOs?
Oh, probably.
I'll ask the question.
6.
Michael Barton. You told me the answer before I asked the question.
Oh,
Don't
sorry.
you hate that? Michael Barton,
Yes.
do you have between 0 and 10 UFOs?
Yes,
You do.
I do.
Not more than 10?
No, probably about 6.
That's amazing.
Can you believe it?
I can't believe it.
Okay, well, you're very low. Good-o. Well done. Well done.
I don't have space for lots of things.
So you like to start and then finish something?
Well, I sort of have
I would
to.
love to be like that.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Do you have a favourite tool? Is there something that you can't work without?
Well, my machine is sort of my new favorite tool.
Yeah.
My unpicker lives
Quick
right
unpick. Okay,
here.
like that,
Yeah.
right close next to it.
I heard the other day that someone calls that Jack
Yeah.
the Ripper.
So, a machine sewer mostly likes modern challenges.
Do you have any
Comes
other
to modern.
interests?
What else?
Well, I love textiles, with doing embroidery and bargello. Like on the wall, I've got some other things in the bedroom, and then I used to have the loom set up, but
Yeah.
that's probably about 3 feet wide. when you
Yeah,
get all
it's
the
not
poles
something
and
you
things
can
in it.
just put anywhere, is it?
So no, exactly. It's
Yeah.
quite big and. So yeah, I've always loved things that you can touch and play with that way.
Yeah.
So quilting and fabric,
They
cut it
just
up.
go together,
Yeah.
don't they? They
Exactly.
do.
Yeah.
How are we going? Have we asked? Is there anything else we need to know, Jane?
No, I think that's about
We've got it all?
think
Okay.
so.
Michael, can I just say thank you so much for inviting us? It's
You're
been
welcome.
so much
So
fun to
exciting.
catch up.
Yes.
And if you think you might like us to come and look at your sewing room, promise I won't ring the bell as many times as I did here, but we could do it.
It's funny you say that because nobody asks.
What, to ring the bell?
No, for us
Oh.
to come and visit.
Yeah, no, we just have to pick people at random, so
Yes.
be careful because it could be
Yes.
you next time.
Yes, it will
Exactly.
be. Thanks very
Bye.
much, Michael.
Yeah. Thank
Bye.
you.
See ya.